What's up, Airgunners? It's Ben, the Outdoors Airgunner, out here today with some steel slingers. Umarex has been slinging steel for a while now, guys. Airguns have been evolving, changing, improving, getting cooler and cooler as the years go by. I've got myself a nice little collection of these boys here. That's what we're going to talk about today. Slinging steel with Umarex. Bam! Stay tuned. Alright guys, so today we are going to talk about BB guns. CO2 powered BB guns, a collection that I've got right here from Umarex, the way these guns have evolved and changed and just some of the different little cool features of each of them. And you know what guys, if you don't want to see a video about BB guns, just pop back onto our channel, pick something else and watch that. But for those of you guys who do want to see some cool stuff with some BB guns, stick around, check it out. Because these things, they are a whole lot of fun. My first gun that I ever had in this collection is right here. This is the Steel Storm. This thing is actually one of the most accurate burst mode BB guns that I've ever shot. It's a whole lot of fun. Nice. Got a good amount of heft to it, but it's lightweight. You can shoot it like a pistol. A lot of fun. Just like with all of these guys, this has the semi-auto mode and then it has the 6-shot burst. On top of this one, guys, I've got a pretty fun little Axion red, green, blue dot sight. You know, the open sights on this one are alright, but they're a little bit crude, just kind of plastic and sort of, you know, they don't do the gun justice. So I went ahead and threw on there, like I say, that little Axion red dot makes it a whole lot more fun. Next that I had was my Ebos. And guys, I hate to say this thing, it's no longer available for you guys. You might be able to find it on eBay or, you know, talk someone into selling theirs, but probably not, because these things are a ton of fun, guys. Tell you guys a little bit about this thing here. Basically, this Ebos, you got to use the 88 gram CO2 cartridges back here, or as you can see what I've got here, I've actually got an adapter on this so that I can put a regular 3000 psi air venturi setup on there with a little 800 psi regulator and run this thing on HPA, basically make a PCP BB gun out of it, which is pretty awesome. The one sort of disadvantage to this gun is that here in the handle you got to load it up with batteries. I think it takes six AA batteries, and when you are out there ripping them out of this thing, you go through those batteries pretty fast, guys. So I ended up getting a set of rechargeable batteries specifically for this thing. Now, because it is electronically actuated, that actually opens it up for some pretty cool features. One, you can select the speed that you're going to shoot here. So we've got 300 shots a minute, 400, and then 500 shots a minute there on the little selector dial. So you can go all the way from mildly fast to super fast right there, depending on how fast you want to rep those BBs out. Of course, on the other side here, we've got our safety switch, safe and fire, and then we've got our semi and burst mode. So you can go into single shot, 4-shot burst, or 8-shot burst right there at the flip of the switch, which is pretty cool. This is actually the only one in the series, guys, that lets you do anything more than just a 6-shot burst. So that's enough about the Ebos. EBOS stands for Electronic Burst of Steel. We are slanging steel today, guys, and that's what it's all about. I'm sad to say that the Ebos is, to my knowledge, no longer available. But you know what? If you guys write some letters, some emails to Umarex, maybe they'll bring it back, or maybe they'll bring back Ebos 2. My third addition to my steel lineup here from Umarex, this is the Steel Force. This thing has for a long time been really one of my favorite guns in this series. I just really like the form factor. I like the realism. You know, these other two, they, you know, there's no I mean, this one sort of looks like an Uzi, but I mean, there's not necessarily like a real sort of a feel to it. Whereas this guy right here, this is a lot like what you guys might find on like your AR platform style guns. It's got the adjustable buttstock there. It's got the charging handle just like on a real AR style. The safety switch is in the same sort of a location. We got safe, semi, and 6-shot burst right there. The magazine pops out there with a similar sort of a mag release like what you'd find on an AR. Pretty awesome. Got decent open sights, and this thing is just all around cool. Really the only metal parts on it are the trigger here, and then this, it's got a metal sort of like fake flash suppressor here thing up on the front. But it's, for me guys, this has been good quality. I've had this now for a couple of years and I have not had any problems with it. You know, and I've shot it a ton. When you're shooting out 6-shot bursts, you definitely go through shots pretty quick. The way that this one works is the CO2's loaded here in the magazine, and then the BBs come in through this little hopper up here on the front, and then you got to push this guy forward and shake your BBs down into this follower that's spring loaded, and it pushes the BBs in as you shoot. Pretty awesome little gun here, guys. This one is still available, and I enjoy the heck out of this thing, guys. Flip up sights. I've put a couple of different types of sights on here. At one point I even had my red dot on there. But man, that thing is a blast. And also, as you can see, I've got a little laser sighty on here. Got my little laser. With these things, guys, they've got all the tactical rails, and it's just fun to kit them out and you know, just dress them up, make them even more fun, right? And then now we have the creme de la creme, the Steel Strike. And I have got this topped right now with my ATN Excite 4K. Yes, I do. Now that might seem a little bit overkill for a BB gun, and it probably is, but I could care less, you guys, because like I just said, what these guns are all about is it's about kitting them up and having some fun. And I thought, what could be more fun than on a tactical gun like this, getting a nice tactical sight like this on there and really drilling it in, right? What I'm going to do, of course, for this little video, guys, is I'm going to shoot this thing for you guys today. I'll probably leave these two out, but I'll shoot the Steel Strike and the Steel, God, there's so many steels. The Steel Storm, Steel Strike and Steel Storm. I'll shoot those two for you guys today. And I'll even film the group out of this one through this cool ATN optic up here. Of course, I've got my little laser sight down there on the bottom as well. And this thing is very similar to the Steel Force, guys. It's got the adjustable buttstock. It's got the dropout mag. It's got the tactical rails all around it on all sides there. It's got the charging handle right there like that. Safe single shot, 6-shot burst. Whole lot of fun, you guys. This thing, again, sort of in the way that it's got this sort of upper and lower and the adjustable buttstock on it. This sort of like another one of those AR platformy sort of a guns. I mean, this to me has a sort of a sense of realism in the way that it's laid out. It's got a nice weight to it. What I really like about this is for my large size hand, it's got a nice large size grip there with some texturing on it, little finger wells. It's a very comfortable grip. Look at that. It's got the cool lightning bolt trigger. That is excellent. Check it out. Lightning bolt trigger. It's really awesome. I've seen them use that same kind of shape, cool looking trigger on some of their airsoft rifles, but it's cool to have that little detail, little nice little touch here on the Steel Strike. So guys, there it is. That is my collection of Steel Slingers, and that's enough talking. Just wanted to give you guys a little history, little background on my cool Umarex steel slinging collection here. And now, let's do some shooting. Alright guys, there you have it. Couple of super fun steel slingers from Umarex. And these things are just as awesome as they look, guys. So go ahead and pick yourself up one. Out of all of them, you know what? I can't really recommend one over the other. They're all a ton of fun. Just get yourself a steel slinger, get out there and start having some fun. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about this one right here, the Steel Strike, I did a full review on this one. It's on our channel. I'll put the link in the description below so you guys can get all the info on it. Stuff like crony numbers, number of shots per CO2, all of that good stuff. But this today was just about getting out and having some good old CO2 fun, and that's exactly what I did, guys. I am Ben, the Outdoors Airgunner, outdoors having a whole lot of fun with my air guns, and I will see you guys in the next video.